Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my garden. My name is Janie from Dig, Plant, Water, Repeat. And today we're actually in my kitchen, not outside. This morning is pretty foggy, dreary morning. I live in zone 9B, so it's not bad for November 30th. But you know, it's cold and I'd rather be inside. I grew up in the Bay Area, the North Bay, which is about an hour north of San Francisco, and we used to have weather like this all the time. Every morning it was foggy and dreary, but by the afternoon it was really nice. So this weather kind of reminds me of my childhood, so I do like it. Well, anyways, today what I wanted to do is show you guys how I overwinter my Coleus. I love Coleus. I think it's a really great greenery plant for outdoors, but of course it's an annual in most places and it won't overwinter here in zone 9B. So about a month ago, I actually took cuttings of all my Coleus, put them in water so that they could grow some roots, and now I'm gonna pot them up, and I wanted to take you guys along with me. So here is where I put my Coleus in the little propagation station. You can see it's just on a shelf in my living room. This is one of my favorite photos of my husband and my youngest daughter. And I got this little propagation station at Home Goods, and you can actually find a ton of them there. They're really cheap, and I think they're beautiful. And so what I did is I just took cuttings, making sure that they had the nodes on the bottom. Let's see, there you go. And a node is where a leaf comes out, and then just stuck them in water and changed the water about once a week, maybe being lazy once every other week. I had about 1 or 2 stems mold and rot, and I had to take them out, and so you just have to kind of watch that. But you can see that the roots really start growing, and once they get to be about an inch or 2 long, then they're ready to pot up. You can leave them here in the water, but I think I just want to pot them up and make what I call a monster plant, and then put it possibly on the shelf right above this shelf, right in that pot. Okay, everyone, I hope you can see me. I'm back in my kitchen, and so I like to just put a box down. This one is from Costco, so whenever you go to Costco, ask for one of these flat boxes. It just keeps my area clean whenever I'm doing anything like this. Obviously, it's better to do it outside, but you know, on a cold day like today, I want to do it inside. So I got these 3 pots. I've decided to pot them all up for the winter, overwintering. I got these pots at our local nursery, Green Acres, and I just think they're beautiful. They look like reproduction, you know, like old Italian pots, and they already have the patina on them. So I think that will look really pretty. I filled them with potting soil, again from Green Acres, and I haven't pre-moistened this potting soil. I could, but I figure that I'll just wet it after I'm done. Okay, so first one here. Here's a kind of a Chartreuse green Coleus. I don't know the name of any of these, but you know, you can find them at your garden stores in the summertime, and it's just beautiful. It looks really good. You can see I did a little bit longer stem than I probably should have, but that's all right. And then they have a couple inches of roots. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna dig a hole with my fingers into one of the sides of this pot, and basically just shove it down in there. All right, and then tamp it down. And I think I want to turn it so it's kind of hanging over the edge. There you go, like that. And then tamp it down around there. Okay, and then like I said, I'm gonna do my monster pots. So my monster pots have a couple different plants in one pot, and I think it looks really cool. And it's also a good space-saving way to put a lot of different cuttings into one pot. So here you can see, oh, bummer. You can see this one rotted. This one's not gonna work. So I'm not gonna plant that one. I'm not gonna plant that one. I'm just gonna toss it. It had a root, and then I think I just left it in the water for a little too long. Same with this one. I think this is a King Kong Coleus, but this one looks really good. you know, it's nice and healthy and it has roots actually kind of all the way up. So I will plant that one in my pot. There you go, just like that. And then my third one is like this. And this one's a little misleading. This Coleus is actually really big leaves. It's really pretty. I just got the baby one so that it'll fit. So I'll dig another hole. I hear my dog knocking at the door, so I'm gonna have to stop and go let him in. There we go. So you can see kind of just like that, and then I'll water it in. You want in? Okay, I'm back. Just let my dog in, so you'll probably hear him prancing around. Let me clean up this area a little bit. So there's my big monster pot right there with the 3 different Coleus in it. Now I have this medium-sized pot, and I think I'm gonna take this one right here, which is another Chartreuse green one. Ooh, and look at those. So many roots. So those are ready to get planted, I think. Again, just take my fingers, dig a hole, pop it down, need a little bit bigger hole, and tamp the soil all around it. And there you go. Free houseplants. Okay, I'll water that in. And then my third one, this actually isn't a Coleus, this is an Ipomoea. That's a sweet potato vine. Oh my goodness, that's insane. That's a lot of roots. So this one is probably gonna get out of control over the winter. So I'm not sure if it's gonna last, but might as well try. So I'll pop that down into the baby one, and this is probably too long. All right, so you can see right there, that's just too long. I don't like that. So I'm gonna be crazy, and I'm actually gonna cut the end of the stems off. So with sweet potato vine and Coleus, you can actually pot these up in soil. It doesn't have to be in water. Oh my goodness, you guys, look at how long that root is. That is crazy. These, when you propagate these sweet potato vines, they're just insane. They're like monsters. So I'm actually gonna cut these, make sure they have at least 1 leaf node. A leaf node is just like I said, a spot where a leaf comes off of the stem. Let's see if you can see that a little closer. Right there. There you go. Because that's where the roots are gonna come out, right? So if you look at down here, all these roots are coming out of a leaf node. So I'm gonna cut it shorter so that it'll fit in this tiny pot, and it's gonna be totally fine. So let me go get my pruners, 1 second. Okay, I got my pruners, and then I'm gonna measure and see where the leaf starts and where I wanna cut it, and I think I wanna cut it about right there. And if I do that, I actually get 1 root still on this stem. And then I'm gonna stick it in. Yeah, that looks much better. And then this one, same thing. I feel bad cutting off all these roots, but like I said, it's a monster. It's really not gonna matter. And then my third stem, cut it off, dig a hole with my finger, plant, water, and repeat. Okay, everybody, here are my Coleus and Ipomoea sweet potato vine. You can see they're all potted up on this ledge right here, shelf right here, and I think that they look really beautiful. Like I said, free house plants. So I will keep them watered. I'll water them a little bit more frequently at first and then back off, especially this one since I cut off all its roots. So I'll just keep watching it and keep checking it. And then you can see right below, I have a free propagation station. So I got to figure out something to put in there ASAP. Okay everyone, well thank you so much for joining me for overwintering my Coleus and propagating and making free houseplants. I appreciate you guys taking the time to stop by, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. I'm filming.